Hey SI, my name is Emma Dinkelspiel and I'm a senior here. I wanted to share a screen recording of a presentation that I recently shared with the Community Service Office with Moya Korean, just to let you guys know some of the issues with Autism Speaks and why it is inappropriate to support them. So to begin, I'd like to start by bringing up a few words that we really love to say at SI, men and women with and for others. This is something that's really important to both students and administration and something that we are expected to live out every day. However, I've been struggling to understand how we are expected to live these out when we are asked to support Autism Speaks. Here I have a photo from Autism Speaks' 990 form from 2017. So if you don't know a 990 form, it's a form that all 501c3 nonprofits are expected to fill out to explain where their money goes. So I zoomed in a little bit here, and this is how much their CEO makes. That's right, $500,000 went to the CEO of Autism Speaks in 2017. So this prompts me to ask the question, how can a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping those on the autism spectrum go and allocate that much money to their CEO? I have volunteered with multiple small organizations that make actual tangible differences in the lives of people on the autism spectrum, and their CEOs are struggling to make ends meet in the Bay Area. And that's not to say that all CEOs should struggle, but it is to say that I believe that the money donated to an organization dedicated to supporting autistic people should go to autistic people. So we obviously now understand that the CEO of Autism Speaks makes a lot of money, but this extends further than that. Simply look at how their budget was allocated in 2018. Nearly 70% went to lobbying and fundraising. Hardly any went to actually helping people. I think to truly understand this organization, we should further consider where their money goes. So let's look at the word research and think about what that means. So, research. As you can see here in the quote, it says that, written by a person on the autism spectrum, it says that Autism Speaks previously sought a cure for autism, as if autism was a serious, debilitating disorder. It is not. There's a lot of variety on the spectrum, and I dislike that people who are not on the spectrum want to decide my rights. Research. Autism Speaks does not care about people on the autism spectrum. They have sought out a cure, and they make autism out to be violent and dangerous. This is an untrue, dangerous stereotype that SI will continue to perpetuate by supporting Autism Speaks. This isn't an autism movement. This is a eugenics movement that seeks to eliminate autistic people, not support them. At one point, Autism Speaks even announced that they were looking for a prenatal test for autism like ones for Down syndrome. They want to eliminate autistic people, not support them. So, I'm now going to play a brief clip from a fundraising and awareness video produced by Autism Speaks in 2006. I'll warn you now, it's pretty upsetting, and the first few clips already portray what the rest of the film is. Parents complaining about life with an autistic child. I'll play just a little bit of it.
Hey, dance it! Dance it! My hair toy.
Okay, so if you were to watch this entire clip, you will see one part where an executive at Autism Speaks says she contemplated driving off the George Washington Bridge with her autistic child, but only stopped because she had another non-autistic child at home. These are the types of messages Autism Speaks has promoting, as well as the people who have been leading this organization. So now let's talk a little bit about awareness. So, in an Autism Speaks promotional video from 2009, a voiceover plays that says, "I am autism, I know where you live, I live there too, I work faster than pediatric AIDS, cancer, and diabetes combined, and if you are happily married, I will make sure that your marriage fails." Once again, it is obvious that Autism Speaks is demonizing and dehumanizing autism. Is this who we should entrust to support the autism community? I personally think that this is very unjust. So, another common complaint about Autism Speaks is that it's an organization that talks about autism without actually listening to people on the spectrum. When this article was written, there was only one autistic person out of a total of 28 individuals on its board of directors. 23 of those board members represented major corporations that didn't actually support autistic people. Recently, that one person on the spectrum on the board of directors actually left because they were never listened to. This is a for-profit organization that doesn't support or listen to people on the spectrum. So, on the left is a flyer for a walk for autism in DC, the same exact event that SI is now promoting. If you look at the flyer, number 15 reads, Judge Rodenberg Educational Center, posted on November 2nd, 2013. On the right is an excerpt from the UN's Human Rights Council from March 12, 2013, condemning the JRC's methods as torture. It reads on page 84, in its reply, the government reports that the JRC uses graduated electronic decelerators, GEDs, to deliver contingent skin shocks as a form of aversive behavior control, including two versions of the GED, namely the GED 3A and GED 4. That are modified beyond what was approved for use by the United States Food and Drug Administration, the FDA. Autism Speaks posted this flyer and its support for the JRC after the UN's condemnation of its actions. This alone should be enough for SI to rescind its support, as obviously Autism Speaks has no regard for the autism community. So, a little bit more. Let's talk about Autism Speaks' views on vaccinations. A lot of people have heard the false and ridiculously dangerous rumor that vaccines cause autism. Autism Speaks actually perpetuated this idea and this rhetoric when they refused to speak out against the rumor. This encouraged the idea that vaccines cause autism. Even worse, it encouraged the idea that people shouldn't get vaccinated out of fear of autism. This potentially risks the lives of countless children, and therefore should not be something we support. So I included some places that actually support people on the autism spectrum here. So, as students at SI, one important idea that has always been stressed as a fundamental value is the Jesuit education is being committed to justice. As defined on the SI homepage, being committed to justice is developing an informed conscience and preparing to take a place in the world as a competent, concerned, and compassionate member. Being committed to justice at SI means being grateful for what we have while always seeking to improve the world around us. As such, we have taken this as an opportunity to not only improve the world around us, but also to present a moment of growth to our community as we can take steps to further inform our consciences. So, the Autism Speaks walk is on November 15th. We will not wait for later action because this event is in less than a month, and it is irresponsible to allow students to participate under a basis of misinformation. And that's what we're sharing in this presentation now. It's important for all students to be aware of what they are participating in. Finally, moving forward, we have some ideas for what we want to do to further autism acceptance on the SI campus. For one, we hope to write some articles for Inside SI. We hope to plan an autism acceptance virtual event, and we want to heighten our social media presence in order to spread more accurate information. Thank you for watching this video.